Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you my new rod I just got from St. Croix. It is a Physys. It's their 7'2" heavy moderate action composite rod, which means it's a hybrid rod, I should say. It's got fiberglass and it has carbon. This particular blank is the same as this Legend Tournament blank. They're rip and chatter. This is one of my favorite rods in the line for doing certain things like chatterbaits and buzzbaits. It's definitely a specialty rod, and I like it. I've caught a lot of fish with it, and I've won money with this rod, and doing buzzbaits especially. Let's weigh these now. What I realized the last one was that the Physys rod weighed more than a Legend Tournament. So let's start with a Legend Tournament here, and this weighs 4.59 ounces. This one weighs 6.38 ounces, okay? So again, my assumption is the difference in the weight is in the handle, added weight here in the handle because of the carbon fiber. I mean, it's carbon handle, but because the weight's back here, okay, it gives me a different feeling in the balance. So I'm going to take it out and I'm going to put to use this trigon handle, how it fits my hand better. I have big hands, and I think that's going to make it feel better. Less fatigue. I'm hoping I'm going to have less fatigue with this handle, especially when I'm running a buzzbait for 2.5 hours straight. Just cast. Maybe the balance of this rod's going to be different, which will help also with the casting. We're going to find that out right now. We're going to check the balance of these two rods. I'm going to take this one. I'm going to put the reel nut down tight as it goes. Let's find the balance point. If you notice here, way out in front of it there, okay? If you can see that, probably a good 2 feet, let's say. Okay, so now let's take the Physys, so tighten this down too. Let's balance it. Okay, there it is. Yeah, maybe, it's right on what is that, 16, 17 inches, let's say? I'm guessing. Okay, it's good enough. Notice it's different though. It's certainly pulled back a little bit. That's because this rod is heavier because of the carbon handle. We'll load this rod up here with it's a SLX 150 DC reel. It's what I use. It's 7.3 to 1, and it's what I use for buzzbaiting and things like that. So let's see where this balances. It's balancing right there. I would say that's 14 inches, 15, let's say. Okay, so obviously the balance point was way out here, and it's moved in, of course, because it's added. There's weight to the back end. So we'll do the same with the Physys rod. Put it on there. Find the balance point here. Okay, so the balance point is definitely, I don't know, maybe that's 13 inches. Maybe 13 inches. It's certainly pushed back. So that means that this rod here will feel like it has a lighter tip. When you get everything set up and you got a reel on it, this one's going to feel like a lighter tip. Now, in the previous experience, in my previous video, I also noticed that I was casting on a 7'1" medium heavy fast, a 3/4 ounce spinnerbait, that it felt like I casted easier. And I think that was due to the tip feeling lighter to me. You know, the balance of the rod was better. So that's why I decided to actually go pick up a Physys rod, exactly in the same model, and compare them, okay? Because I wanted to see if the Physys not only balances better for the fishing that I want to do, or is the trigon handle better for me? Look, I'm getting older, my hands get fatigued. I'm going to take this out on the water. I'm going to run it for 2.5 hours of buzzbait just to see if I can't catch some fish in the first couple hours of the day. And I'm assuming that when I get done, my hands should be less fatigued, and I should feel like I could cast better if the rod is better balanced. So that's what I'm after. I'm trying to figure out if I like the Physys, which costs more than the Legend Tournament, is it worth it? Okay, that's what I'm trying to determine here, and I'm going to share that with you. So anyway, I appreciate it. Keep watching the video. I'm going to take it out and do some fishing, and hopefully we'll catch some, and I'll be able to comment as I'm out fishing. Hey everybody, I'm out on the water again, and I've got my St. Croix Physys rod, the 7.3 heavy moderate action. Now this is the carbon fiber hybrid, carbon and glass hybrid rod, and I'm going to be throwing some buzz baits because I've been on a pretty good buzz bait bite. My goal here is, which I already like this particular rod in the Legend Tournament. It's a great buzz bait rod, so I'm going to see how I like it in the Physys. Again, because the Physys is a little heavier because of this carbon handle. It has a better balance, so can I cast better with it with a better balance? Does this trigger help me cast? And then I'm going to do this for a next couple of hours, okay? And so I'm going to find out if this trigon handle reduces stress on my hand. You know, I'm an older gentleman, and so those kinds of things matter. So let's give it a try, and let's see how it plays out. There's one. Oh. All right. Best fish of the day right there, but it's 2-pounder maybe. All right. Nice chunk right there. Oh yeah. All right. Finally a decent bite. It's probably not quite 2 pounds, but look how chunky he is. Oh my goodness. Awesome. Rod handled this fish. He bit right next to the boat. Rod handled it quite well. Quite well. This rod is more sensitive than the Tournament Legend, and they have the same blank, so I'm assuming, as St. Croix talks about, they talk about this handle allowing more sensitivity to the angler, and I think that's true. Now, is my hand and wrist any less fatigued because of the trigon shape? I'm not sure about that yet, so we'll keep fishing. There's one. Oh yeah. Oh, good fish too. Oh yeah. Nice one. Oh, another nice fish. Yes, sir, sir. All right. Oh, back. Come on now. Come on. Hook's right there. I want to be careful. You got 2 hooks here. I don't want to. These strong fish. All right. Back hook that time. Works. It's another good solid fish. Maybe 2 pounds. Long. Sometimes these are long fish, but the buzzbait's still working, and the sun is way up already. That's very interesting. The fish seem to have turned on, so let's see if I can keep catching them. So this rod is perfect. It's handling them well. I am not sure about the hand fatigue at all. I don't know if that's happening, but certainly handles fish well when I catch them. Well, after fishing with this rod for about 2.5 hours now, I can tell you that it is definitely more sensitive. That same blank, and I think that carbon handle definitely transmits vibrations, bites into the handle, into your hand, much better probably than just a cork
in the seat that they have. So I think they've done a good job there with sensitivity. I don't necessarily think sensitivity is the top of my list, but it's there for the people who want to know that looking for a sensitive rod. This rod is heavier by 1.25 ounces, let's say. I think I can tell that, and after 2.5 hours, I can't tell you if this Physys handle helps my wrist at all. It almost feels, because it's heavier, that it's harder on my hand and wrist. So that's just one-time assessment so far. I would have to keep fishing it for multiple times, and maybe I'll do an update. But I can tell you that this rod handles fish very, very well. It's the great action for a blank. It's their 7'2" heavy moderate action. It's the same as the Rip and Chatter in Tournament Legend. So if you have to compare them, the Tournament Legend is lighter, tip heavier. This has a better balance with a lighter tip because there's weight back here. This rod is heavier. It's got more sensitivity, and it's got the tip is lighter in your hand. So that's the difference between these two. So you can decide what you like. Right now, I'm still on this type of fishing. I'm still torn. The Legend Tournament might be just good enough for me. I don't know. I'm going to keep trying.
Hey everybody, I hope you enjoyed this video. A little rod inspection and comparison, and then of course I went out and did some fishing with it. Now we're at the end. I appreciate you hanging in there. Please like and subscribe. As always, leave a comment. I'm going for 1,000 subscribers, so please do it. If you haven't done it, please do it now. Just click to subscribe. It's like all it is following, no big deal, and you'll keep getting my videos showing up when I release new ones. Have a great day, and lastly, be free out there. We're Americans. We should be free.